Right now, there is a white powder sitting at your local pharmacy that costs $1, and it kills every single cockroach in your home, permanently. Not for a few weeks. Not until the season changes. Forever. Orkin charges $400 just to walk through your door, then $150 every single month after that, and your roaches keep coming back. That is not an accident. Their chemicals are designed to wear off, so you keep paying. This $1 powder ends your cockroach problem completely, and the $22 billion pest control industry has spent decades making sure you never find out its name. They did not hide this because it stopped working. They hid it because it works too well. A permanent solution cannot be sold to you as a monthly subscription. Welcome to the Fix Vault, where we open the vaults that big industries have locked shut. If this matters to you, hit subscribe and ring the bell right now. The powder is called boric acid, and it has been around for thousands of years. The ancient Romans found it near volcanic springs in Italy and used it to keep insects out of their military barracks. By the 1800s, boric acid was in every single American home. Pharmacists stocked it. Mothers kept it under the kitchen sink. Household books from the 1880s described it as the safest and most effective way to eliminate cockroaches permanently. Every family in America knew about it, and every family used it. Then, in 1956, chemical companies created a new type of insecticide made from leftover nerve agents from World War II. These new chemicals smelled strong, killed bugs on contact, and most importantly, wore off within a few weeks. That was the point. Pest control companies like Orkin built their entire business around chemicals that stop working, so you have to keep calling them back. Boric acid was cheap, it was permanent, and it could not be sold on a subscription. So the industry simply stopped talking about it. They never banned it. They never said it was dangerous. They just quietly removed it from their training programs and filled every store shelf with branded sprays and gels that need constant replacement. One generation forgot about boric acid, and the next generation never knew it existed. Now, here is why this powder works so well, and why cockroaches can never become resistant to it. When a cockroach walks across a surface dusted with boric acid, the tiny crystals stick to its legs and body. Cockroaches groom themselves constantly, just like cats do, so they pull that powder into their mouth. Once inside, boric acid shuts down their digestive system and their nervous system at the same time. But the truly powerful part is what happens next. That cockroach carries the powder back to the nest. When it dies, the other cockroaches eat it, because cockroaches are cannibals, and they absorb the boric acid too. The eggs absorb it through contact. One application wipes out an entire colony from the inside out. A study from the University of Florida found that boric acid eliminated 93% of cockroaches within 72 hours. Research from Rutgers University showed it outperformed every major commercial pest control product tested over 30 days. And the Journal of Economic Entomology confirmed that cockroaches have never once developed resistance to boric acid in over 60 years of use. They develop resistance to chemical sprays within just a few generations, which is exactly why Orkin has to keep changing their formulas and why your problem keeps coming back. Boric acid works through a physical process, not a chemical one, and you simply cannot evolve around physics. Now, here is exactly how to use it, because placement is everything with this powder. Go to any pharmacy or dollar store and buy a bottle of boric acid powder. It costs $1 to $3, and it will be in the pharmacy or cleaning aisle. Make sure the label says boric acid specifically, not borax, because borax is a different compound that works much more slowly. Put on gloves before you start, then fill a small squeeze bottle with the powder. You want to apply the thinnest layer possible, like a light dusting, not a pile. Cockroaches will actually walk around a visible pile, but they walk straight through a fine dusting without noticing it. Apply a thin line along the back edge of every kitchen cabinet, under the sink around the pipes, behind the refrigerator, and behind the stove. Then go to your bathroom and apply along the back of the cabinet under the sink and around the base of the toilet. In any utility room or basement, apply along the corners where the floor meets the wall and around any pipes coming through the walls. Leave every application alone for at least 2 weeks. Do not clean those areas and do not get them wet. Within 2 days, you will see dead cockroaches in the open, which means it is working perfectly. Within 3 weeks, your infestation will be completely gone. Apply a fresh dusting every 6 months to the same spots, and you will never see another cockroach again. Total cost for your first full year is under $5. Compare that to over $2,000 with Orkin for the exact same result, except their result requires monthly chemicals and never fully ends. Your great-grandmother knew this powder. She kept it under her kitchen sink and never once called an exterminator in her entire life. Then, one generation forgot because a man in a company truck knocked on the door and said the problem was too serious to handle at home. It was never too serious. It was just too profitable to let you solve it for $1. The pest control industry built a $22 billion business on one single assumption: that you would never walk to the pharmacy aisle and read the label on the bottle that has been sitting there for 60 years. That bottle never moved. Nobody ever took it off the shelf. They just made sure nobody told you it was there. But now you know. Subscribe and share this with someone who is still writing a check to Orkin every month. The next vault opens very soon, and what is inside is even heavier than this.